I'm going to demonstrate one of the subtleties of the commands that you send to the serial port in the Apple IIgs. So we'll start by turning the machine on, and we'll hit reset to make sure that it stops booting. And now, so to set up the serial port, if I want to set myself up for 9600 baud, I would type the command IN #2. And then hold on the control, hit A, so control A, and then the numbers and letters 14B. So I type 14, and now watch the lower left corner there, the blinking question mark. When I hit the B key, it should change back into a checkerboard. And if it does, we're good to go. So here goes the B. And it did. So now we can tell ADTPro to start sending Speediboot, and it will. I'll just hit enter over here on the big computer, which is set up to do that now. And off it goes. So that's a case of it working correctly. Now let's look at a case where this isn't working properly. So we'll turn the GS back on. Hit Control Reset. Keep it from booting. And we type IN #2 as before. Control A. You'll notice the cursor turns into a blinking question mark. We type 14, and then we're going to type the B key. You'll see the question mark is still blinking. I hit the B, and you'll notice the question mark is still blinking. That's a bad thing. So if we, for example, hit enter now or something, and then we start up ADTPro and tell it to send Speediboot, what you're going to see is garbage on the screen. It's going to sit there and blink and be mad and all kinds of terrible things. So what that means is that that 14B command didn't actually get to the firmware. So right now, you'll see we're actually in terminal mode from the data that came streaming across to the serial port. So what we need to do is to give it another command, which is Control AQ, which gets it out of terminal mode. IN $2, Control A, 14, and let's make sure that the B takes this time. See, we've got the blinking question mark. Let's hit the B. Now it's the checkerboard cursor. So now if we send ADTPro, it's going to work. Here goes. And we see it starting to stream the data across. So that's the problem sometimes you run into, is that the B after the 14 doesn't always catch. And the way that you make sure you do that is by hitting the B repeatedly, making sure that it eventually catches everything, or catches that B and honors that command.